Welcome to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast, hosted by Patti Saponaro. Be prepared to hear stories of triumph, challenge, and overcoming. Along the way, you'll learn a few things too. But most importantly, you'll learn one thing. Say Bella, which means you are beautiful. Welcome to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast.
Hi, I'm Patti Saponaro, founder, along with my daughter Brianna, of Fiorina Beauty. So welcome to our podcast. We are so excited to have our sweet friend Brittany back for her 30-day show. Brittany, welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking the time, because I know you're busy. Insurance agent, you have your own agency, and we had a big hailstorm last night. So I know that you're running in a million directions, especially here in Texas, right?
Yes.
Crazy. So please welcome Brittany to our show. Brittany's been on our products for 30 days. And you were just on our Beauty Balance, right?
Yes.
For 30 days? Okay. So just kind of share with us what you've noticed and what's going on, and kind of refresh my memory. Mm-hmm. So before you started taking Beauty Balance, what was the biggest, I guess you could say, complaint?
Probably the number one thing was energy.
Okay.
Throughout, I'd get to the end of every day and I was just completely drained, done, had nothing left in my tank. And so that was my biggest issue I was having.
Okay.
Was that.
And I know you have children and husband, and so Here we are 30 days later. Talk to me and tell me what's going on. What do you notice? What are you feeling?
Okay. So it was interesting the first day after I came to your launch party.
Right.
And I had it that day, and I remembered in our last interview, you talked about too the mood side of it too. And I was like, I don't think I'm really ever in a bad mood, or I feel like I'm fine there. That's not a concern of mine. Yeah. And I noticed after I left there that I was like, oh, I just feel like I was in a really good mood. And I'm like, but it's not going to kick in that quick. Like, just kind of ignored it. Yeah. I'm like, it's just maybe just a good day. Yeah. And then I noticed over the next week or two that, I just had stable energy. Like, it was nothing real high, but I wasn't crashing. I wasn't dragging by the end of the day, and just felt great. And so, but then I've had, I guess, over the last few weeks too. So that was the first 2 weeks. I had a lot of stuff that was kind of put on my plate. Yeah. Over the last couple of weeks, a lot of changes with business, moving offices, with kids, with a lot. And so my normal routine has shifted, where I normally wake up, work out, make sure I eat well. And it's just has been a mess the last couple of weeks. So I haven't noticed as much the last probably 2 weeks or so. So I don't know if that's just life right now, that, I haven't been getting as much sleep, not being able to exercise regularly. I eat when I have time. Yeah. So I'm curious to see once now I'm working on getting things back on track, getting back into the routines now that life is kind of starting a little bit calm down. But
Now, have you still been waking up and drinking?
Yes.
Your drink?
Yes,
Okay.
I've had it every day, and I'll drink it in the morning normally, or once I get to the office.
Right. Right. So you now are going to start your next 30 days with the boost.
Yes, okay. I'll try that now, incorporating that.
Yeah, so you'll start with your scoop, and then you'll add the 2 pills. Yeah. So research tells us, studies tell us that the longer you're on, the better it is. And they tell us that, now the studies all pretty much come back with 12 weeks, at the 12-week mark, And so now, here's the other interesting thing. So you noticed that all-day energy and the good mood. Well, sometimes we get used to, that's now our ground zero, if you will, right? So I know you were so busy, you probably didn't have time to take a note or anything. But it would be interesting to see, from this point now, in another 30 days, can we get you to come back?
Yeah.
Okay. I was assuming. To kind of see, okay, what is going to be different now that you added the boost? Because see, here's what we found. I thought initially, the beauty boost is to take the hormone balance to another level. The studies on some of the ingredients are incredible, very, very strong. But the formulator told me, he's like, well, wait a minute now. He's like, no, you should be taking boost too, because it's incredible for balancing blood sugar. And he goes, don't you remember the studies on one of the ingredients in the bottle? And I'm like, no, I didn't. And so it's great for bone health, but it's also great for the blood sugar. And then, of course, energy, endurance, mood. So it just complements the beauty balance so well. Okay. And so I'm kind of excited to see, kind of what you notice.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yes. And like you said, when life, like we just had several ladies keep saying, I'm just calmer. I'm just like, these catastrophes keep happening and I'm calmer. So that will be kind of fun to kind of just watch, and take note and just kind of see what you notice, right? Because not everything happens right away with everybody.
Yeah.
Honestly, when we take good nutrition in, which this is just ground up herbs, as you know, a little lemon lime juice, a little monk fruit, a little stevia leaves, and basically just ground up herbs. And then the pills are just herbs because you don't have to do a taste profile with a pill. It's just that the pill doesn't, it can only fit so much, right? So that's why you go to a powder. But everyone, a lot of people don't go to powders because the challenge is to sweeten it. And so just incredible team. They're amazing, amazing experts, really nailed it and figured that out, right? But what's interesting is when you just do good nutrition, it's like I've always helped people, health is a lifestyle, right? We always taught that. And we always talked about, hey, you're not going to notice something right away, but yet we have, like you said, you noticed right away, which is amazing because it's just good nutrition, And so it will be fun to see on the next 30 days for you, because like I said, research tells us that the longer you're on it, the better it is, right? So that will be kind of fun to track and kind of fun to watch and just kind of see too. And also I'm excited to talk in 30 days to see, okay, so how did Boost fall into that? Because you are a mom of, you have two children, okay, and a husband and a business, insurance agency. That's a lot in itself. And you have a beautiful home. And, now you've got to, so over the next couple of weeks, when we come back, you had hail damage. So unfortunately, I'm sorry about that. That's going to be another thing on your plate. So it will be fun to kind of, if you can take notes. I know how it is having children and a business and everything. But, because we forget. We forget where we were, right? And especially when we start taking something, because I have to think back like, oh, wait a minute now. I didn't have that. Like you said, you were just in this good mood. And it's so subtle as the energy. It's sustained, like you said, and there's no crash and there's no cravings, which is huge. But then that becomes our norm. Yeah. So it will be exciting to kind of see, okay, what did Boost play a role in? Because a lot of us started taking the Boost right away. Initially, no, but I just probably didn't get word to you because my daughter, we were just like, oh, well, just do the beauty boost, the beauty balance, which is fine. And then when he said, oh, no, we should do the boost too, well, we started popping them. So I'm like, okay, we can do that, because it's easy, convenient, simple, right? Now, do you mix yours up the night before and leave it in the fridge, or do you mix it that morning?
I was mixing it in the morning.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
But there was somebody, I don't remember who it was, that said, I can't remember who it was. I forget. I said, well, mix it up the night before. Oh. They were saying they run out the door because they've got kids and they're working and, so I think she's been doing that and that's been working better. So I couldn't remember if that was you or not.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. So simple and easy, convenient, right?
Yeah, the only thing that was hard is I have to constantly stir it because I had sometimes where I'd get like a chunk.
Yeah, you have to stir it.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. So I had a frother, and that worked well if I kept frothing it. But just trying to figure out with that too.
So I do it in glass bottles with cap.
Oh, okay.
Shake it.
Okay.
So I shake it, drink it, shake it, drink it.
Okay.
So if you have a shaker bottle, that will be helpful.
Okay.
Because it's just ground up herbs. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they're going
it
to drop
quickly.
It's going to settle quickly. Yeah, because there's nothing in there. There's no anything to keep it. No, it's just herbs. It's just the good stuff. So yeah, I would do do you have shaker bottles?
No, well, I have just like a bottle with a lid I could do.
Yeah. I probably have a plastic shaker bottle that I don't use because I just use the glass ones. But that's really what's best is something that has the top so you can give it a little shake and then take a sip, give it a little shake, take it a sip. Now, are you drinking it before you leave?
Depends on the day. Sometimes I'll mix it before I go, or sometimes I'll just take it with me to the office and mix it once I get to the office.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can also use a water bottle. See, I have a filter, so I don't use water bottles. But if you have water bottles, do you do bottled water at home or do you have a filter?
I have a filter.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah.
So I don't have water bottles in my house.
So I just put it in my cup with a straw. But it's hard to, I'll just have to swirl it, but it's hard to shake it. Try something else. Yeah.
Yeah, you leave a spoon in there.
Yeah.
You can do it like that. Or I think a shaker bottle would be a little bit more helpful. Because it is, it's just those good herbs. But most of the time for me, I drink it before I leave. Sometimes, like you said, I take it, and drink it on my way to whatever I'm doing. Like yesterday, I dropped someone at the airport, so I shook it because it was 7:00 in the morning, and then I just drank it. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So either way, it doesn't matter, but you want to pop those pills.
Okay.
So your first sip. Just get the 2 pills and then you're done.
And then I was curious too, is it okay to try to mix it with other things or is it just water to mix it with?
So what's the other things that you want?
I was just talking with some friends about it too. They're like, can you mix it with coffee or could you mix it with?
No,
I'm like,
coffee.
I've just mixed it with water. So I just didn't know
if
it helped it some without settling, but.
Okay, not to coffee because these, if you think of it's live, right? It's live herbs. So the hot water, I don't want anything to be damaged.
Okay.
So we want to keep the integrity of the herbs. Okay. Yes. Now, some people, if it's like a protein drink or a smoothie, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. But like a smoothie too, you're gonna have to keep shaking or stirring, or a protein drink too. Like you have to keep shaking that. So you would probably definitely need a shaker bottle if you add it to protein powder.
Okay.
Because that can settle too, and then you're really in a pickle because you have all the protein powder in there. Yeah. You can mix it with anything really cold.
Cold, okay.
It tastes so good. Do you like the taste?
Yeah.
Yeah. So water is really, the best.
Okay.
We're looking for optimal absorption, right? And so the powder is designed for many reasons. Obviously, we can fit more in a powder, right? But also, too, absorption. Okay. So we absorb because it's a liquid.
Okay.
Right. But no, nothing hot. I had one lady, she texted me, she goes, oh my gosh, it's so delicious. She's like, I just had it as a tea. I'm like, what kind of tea? Hoping she's not going to say hot tea. And she did. She goes, hot tea, it's amazing. I'm like, can you do it cold? Oh, sure, I can do that. I'm like, yeah. Now, is there a possibility that the integrity of the herbs would be okay? Maybe, but I don't want to take that risk.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just like we tell people to store the Beauty Balance, which is the powder, in the refrigerator, just to keep the integrity of the live herbs. Okay. Now, can it be out of the refrigerator? Absolutely. Is it okay if you're going on a trip for 2 weeks? Absolutely. Put it in the suitcase, put it in the bag. It's fine. But, we just overall, like I keep it all in the fridge, especially when it's open, because we just want to keep the freshness and the integrity of my Italian hands of the herbs. Yeah. So we don't want to do that.
Okay.
And that people, the reason why they want the hot is because they're tasting that cinnamon. Mm-hmm. And, it's got such a great flavor to it. Yeah. So it brings them back to apple cider or something like that. Yes. Right. Yeah. But no. We're going to do it. Okay. Hard no on that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just so excited that, you've come on the journey with us and sharing with us. And I'm excited that you noticed the good mood and the energy. And like you said, life just kind of hits you and who knows, right? Yeah. You're just upside down. Yeah. Yeah. So this will be fun to follow you, for your next 30 days and then thereafter too, because we definitely want to do a year. Okay. We do, because they just say the studies show the longer you're on it, the better it is. But anyway, we just appreciate you, and I hope that you guys survive that hail damage to the home and everything. Well, you being an insurance agent helps a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
You know how to put the claim in. Yeah. What to do and what not to do, right? Yeah. Well, Brittany, we just appreciate you, and we know that you're an incredible insurance agent, and mom and wife and so forth. And so I know that our products, they have a tough job to do, right? Yeah. To bring it home for you and help you just kind of get through that day with some peace, yes, and calmness and serenity. So with that, we just want to thank you so much for taking the time out to come and share. And thanks for coming back.
Yes, thank you.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know when our 30-day mark will be.
Okay.
And so thank you so much. You're beautiful. And our tagline, Say Bella, is you're beautiful in Italian. And just appreciate you and appreciate your sweet spirit. And so thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So everyone, watch out for Brittany. She'll be back in 30 days. And my daughter and I, Brianna, want to say from the bottom of our heart, we love you. We want to say Bella to you, which is beautiful. In Italian, you are beautiful. And so thank you for tuning in. God bless, and have a wonderful, beautiful day.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Fiorina Beauty Podcast. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights to enhance your wellness journey. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends and family. Your feedback means the world to us. Make sure to subscribe to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. We release new content every week packed with tips, stories, and interviews to empower you on your path to beauty and well-being. Remember, your support helps us grow and reach more listeners like you who are passionate about living a balanced and radiant life. Together, let's continue this journey of beauty and empowerment. Stay tuned for next week's episode, and until then, say Bella. Thank you again for listening.